In March of 1946, Winston Churchill delivered his now famous Iron Curtain speech in Fulton, Missouri. But this year, some of the passages resound more loudly because of the situation in Ukraine. Reporter Jessica Hart explains.
At Westminster College in Fulton, Missouri, Winston Churchill gave his famed Iron Curtain speech 76 years ago.
From Stettin in the Baltic to Trieste in the Adriatic, an iron curtain has descended across the continent.
It changed the geopolitical map. It defined the Iron Curtain in much of the last half of the 20th century. This was an extraordinarily significant speech, and the ripple effect is with us today.
Timothy Riley, director and chief curator at America's National Churchill Museum, says they honor the anniversary of this speech every year, but this year, the 76th anniversary has a different meaning after Russia invaded Ukraine.
I think one of the great words to describe the Iron Curtain speech back then was prescience. Churchill had a vision. He saw what was coming. And in some ways, last week, that happened in Ukraine. The warning of Russian aggression has come to pass.
Riley says in Churchill's speech, he warned of the threat of a Russian invasion.
I think today we see the reality of a Russian aggression in 2022. The situation in the Ukraine is dire. It's one that Churchill spent most of the 20th century warning us about.
I do not believe that Soviet Russia desires war. What they desire is the fruits of war and the indefinite expansion of their power and doctrines.
And when Riley examines some of the passages from Churchill's Iron Curtain speech, one stands out.
In the speech, Churchill writes that nobody knows what Soviet Russia will do, but we know that they value military strength, and there's nothing they despise more than military weakness. That passage seems to resonate very loudly this year.
And we'll be right back.